Hello, all. My name is Mars, and welcome back to the Séance of Blake Manor. So, before I started recording this episode, I knew that there were three things that I knew I could do and I really wanted to do. One, confront Mr. Hunter. Two, talk to Mr. Doyle about Gnosticism. And three, further explore the basement. Unfortunately, I cannot do any of those things for another hour and 5 minutes, which leaves me at a bit of an impasse, you see. I really do not want to let an entire hour of in-game time pass with nothing to show for it. That feels like such a waste. So I did something that might be a little controversial. I looked a couple of things up. Specifically, I looked up some hints as to how to complete the Callaghans mysteries and our lesbian couples mysteries, Miss McLeod and Mrs. Lau. And it seems like there's nothing huge that I missed for any of these. It was simply a matter of, like, I don't know. I guess it's a matter of not checking quite thoroughly enough. I feel like the things that this guide I looked at mentioned I wouldn't have missed, but I don't know, it's worth another look. One of those is to check Miss McLeod's room, which is in the northwest corridor. I don't think I was thorough enough there. Because the thing that I want most, according to this guide, like, it does take talking to Mr. Hunter to finish the couple's actions, their mysteries, which shouldn't be surprising. He's obviously very close to them, or to Miss McLeod. But at the very least, I want to, do Mrs. Lau's hypothesis. And I think I might have a clue as to how to do that. Yes. So one of the things that the guide said to make sure you check is this glass of drinking water in Miss McLeod's room. I remember that when I was searching these two's rooms, I was being very conservative about what I clicked on because I was really paranoid about time. And this seemed like an innocuous enough thing that it wouldn't be important, so I wouldn't waste a minute on it. I have an idea of how it might be relevant, though. Aha. It appears this water has been drugged, and the residue seems similar to that in the bag I found in Mrs. Lau's room. But what cause could she have to drug Miss McLeod? Could this be about the blackmail letter somehow? Hypothesis unlocked for Victoria Lau. Let's look at what records we got first. I'm guessing since they love each other, it's very benign. Maybe she's doing it to help, Ivy regain her second sight. Yeah, and since those are connected, it seems like... Oh, or to dull it? To dull it. Miss Victoria Lau's goal is to hide her relationship with Miss McLeod by drugging her so she can rob Miss Dean That makes sense, right? Like, if Ivy has her second sight, then she might know what Victoria is going to do, you know, and might stop her. But this is the only way to, you know, make sure that... I don't know what I'm saying. It's the only way to make sure that getting the blackmail letter goes uninterrupted. This doesn't seem right. Okay. Yeah, okay. Huh. Is to... Victoria Lau's goal is to... I think that drugging is right. Hide her relationship with Miss Dean? No, it must be Miss McLeod. Is to save her relationship with Miss McLeod by drugging her so she can rob Miss Dean. Save her relationship.
Mrs. Lau intends to get blackmail material from Miss Dean at any cost. I should find and confront her about this.
Will do. Where is she? Where is she currently? Mrs. Lau, where are you? You're in the dining room. Oh, right, it's lunch. Well, we might as well go look for what we need for, Dr. Callaghans' thing while we wait. No need to waste any minutes. Hold on, where is she gonna be next? The walled garden. Okay. So apparently the further correspondence that we need to... Or I say apparently, the guide tried to be as spoiler-free as possible. It just said I'd find evidence there. But I'm guessing what they meant is the further correspondence between Dr. Callahan and Evelyn. That should be in the bathhouses. In that little lockbox that Evelyn had. I thought I searched that box pretty thoroughly, but apparently I missed something. Let's see. What are these? Showers? No, changing rooms. Well, although there are drains, where's the faucet? There are no faucets anywhere. It's supposed to be shower rooms. Alright. Ladies' changing room. Ah, there's still a letter there. A letter from Dr. Callahan. It seems to be part of a longer conversation. He seems to be offering to meet her and teach her some Irish magic, despite some warning or refusal from Fia on the matter. Make no mistake, my respect for my aunt is unwavering, but she's rigid in her ways, and she won't be persuaded on this. She prioritizes safety over progress, protection over any sort of advancement. You want recognition? Of course you do, and I swear you shall have it. My aunt might not understand that, Evelyn, but I promise you I do. I might not be who you asked for, but I know the tradition in and out, and I think we can help each other. Consider it, won't you? Alright, hypothesis unlocked for Rory Callahan. I know I got very, very upset with myself last time I looked something up in this playthrough. That's because it was kind of on a whim and kind of unthinkingly that I did it. This was a very sober decision I made to look these things up. So I don't feel so bad about it. Okay, I'm guessing his goal is to escape his aunt's shadow by proving there are only 2 verbs here. So it's pretty easy to guess which ones are going to be used. By proving his modern techniques are valid.
Dr. Callahan wants to prove that the modern magical techniques are as valid as Fia's old ones. I should find and confront him about this.
Alright, couple more confronts now. Okay. I gotta say, I think I'm gonna find... Let's see, where are you going to be, Dr. Callahan? Next hour. Still at the stables. Okay. We could actually confront him right now if we wanted. Because we know where he is. But I gotta say, a lot of the criticism I've seen of this game has to do with those hypothesis moments. Like, they're very Return of the Obra Dinn coded, or like, maybe more so the Case of the Golden Idol coded. And people find them disappointing for that reason, because they're nowhere near as difficult as those games. I agree that those minigames are not the most engaging part of this game, but they're also such a minor part of it. You know? Like, I in no way think that those ruin my enjoyment of this game. I absolutely love this game. I love exploring the environment. That's something that you don't really get to do in a lot of detective games, like really thoroughly explore stuff. It reminds me of one of my favorite games of all time, Paradise Killer. Like, that game kind of, when you pick up evidence, it lists all the evidence out for you and tells you kind of what it means. And that's disappointing to some people, but the fun part is collecting the evidence, you know? And exploring the world. And I love, like, being immersed in Blake Manor. I absolutely love that. Even if I'm not doing the most rigorous detectiving in the world, I don't mind. Alright.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Let's confront Rory. Your goal is to escape your aunt's shadow by proving your modern techniques are valid.
A thing that I would say really shouldn't need proving. It probably seems ridiculous to you, Mr. Ward, being so focused on getting her to recognize me.
No. My older brother, he always overshadowed me. I began to take risks at work. It was an effort to be seen, and in the end, it cost me dearly. It cost him dearly. I understand very well, Doctor.
I guess that's establishing. If it hasn't already been established, remember, I've taken a lot of breaks from this game. Establishing that it really is Declan's fault that Eamon died. Which is... I mean, that was probably most heavily implied by the burning figure during the ball, who was like, Declan, how could you? So that's not like new information, but it's nice to get some confirmation from him that that is what happened, how he sees it at the very least, that Eamon's death was his fault.
Then maybe you can help. Has to be a way to prove to Fia that I'm not a child anymore. I've learned her ways and I'm not as good at them as she is, yes, but I've gained new knowledge she doesn't have. I've forged my own path, and I am her peer. If not now, then when? Take my research. Maybe she'll listen to you. Maybe there's another way to convince her. I no longer see a way forward, but I haven't entirely given up hope.
Find a way. So that gave us something about Dr. Callaghans' components. Maybe Dr. Callaghans' components are valid replacements for Miss Callaghans? So it's not about finding hers. I want to talk to him about that, actually.
Mr. Ward.
This is your bag of spells, then. Not sure I would refer to it as such, but it's not entirely untrue either. Please, do what I cannot, and help me convince my aunt that I am ready to, I suppose you could say, graduate?
I have to be on my way.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
Alright. Thea is probably in the dining room as well. Yeah. So, we can't get to her right now. Let's find a clock and move forward a little bit. Not a clock, an hourglass. Wait 2 minutes. It's the final hour of the delivery.
I should investigate the basement soon. It seems a large space, and leaving it much longer could mean that I run out of time before the seance begins.
I can't investigate the basement. I can't. Because there are people delivering stuff. Okay. Let me find Thea. She's in the hedge maze. Let us go to the hedge maze then. I guess after this I'll try the basement. But I'm gonna get caught again. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be locked out of the basement, is it? Let's eavesdrop. Oh, we could talk to Mrs. Lau too. Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna be locked out of the basement, because I have a key.
There really are ghosts in the manor, aren't there?
Have you seen something?
I've certainly seen something. I just can't decide what it was. But everyone seems very certain that the house is haunted.
Well, it is. I really do think it is.
I feared as much. Then what can we do about it?
Oh, it's not really our place to do anything about. But it will be alright. You'll see.
I might make some extra offerings to my ancestors, just to be sure.
Okay, let's confront you.
Hello?
Your goal is to save your relationship with Miss McLeod by drugging her so you can rob Miss Dean.
Would you... Please, would you keep your voice down? I am not proud of this. I do not... Oh, God, I don't want to be doing this. This whole thing is repulsive. I tried to find the material Evelyn somehow has. Do you understand? But I couldn't find it. There didn't seem much option to me then. I don't want to think what I might have to do. But the more I consider my options, I realize that if Ivy knows what I'm doing, she can't. I can't inflict her with it. I can't.
I think she went from wanting to steal from Evelyn to wanting to kill her.
I have no doubt I'm sinning against her, Mr. Ward. I have no illusions of that. My hope is that it is the lesser of the evils I must subject her to. So you're right, of course. I have seen you asking questions. Your business is other people's business, I gather.
In cases like this, sometimes I wish it wasn't.
You think I don't hear myself? How horrendous this all is? I do not want to be here, Mr. Ward. Considering these things, I am doing what I think is best for Ivy. As for Miss Dean, you know I've not yet met with her, don't you? I meant to, but she never showed. Despite what I think I might have to do, I haven't hurt her. And I won't have to consider her anymore at all if perhaps you could make good use of this. Could you retrieve what Miss Dean has on us? I believe she stashed it where she's made a mark on this map, but I cannot tell where this is. It does not match anywhere I found on the grounds. Perhaps you, with your keen eye and wandering spirit, might know where it leads. Then it can all be over. A little mercy on us, sir, please. I do not deserve it. But Ivy does. And for all her sins, I do not want to hurt Miss Dean. Do it for their sake, if not mine. I only want to be left in peace. That all this might be between myself and Ivy, and no one else. That would mean the world.
Alright. Map of the catacombs, eh? Explore the catacombs, we've already done that. Map of the catacombs beneath Blake Manor. I found a door in the catacombs that was locked but looked as though it had been recently used. Who would have the key? Okay. So, we kind of skipped a step here. We know which cell it is. We just need to find the key, which I think we get from Mr. Hunter. Unfortunately, I do know that, so... Yep. It does spoil the fun a little bit to look things up, but... I was thinking of checking, Evelyn's lockbox once more, so maybe I could have done the Callaghans stuff without this, but, you know, I would never have thought to go back and check that water jug. I wouldn't have even thought to go back and check Ivy's room. You know? Because...
There will not be any sound, mind you. It's more like looking through a mirror.
I wouldn't have thought to go back to Ivy's room because it was Victoria who we were struggling with.
Of course, I understand. I don't mind that. It'll be good just to see them.
You have to concentrate. Let your mind go quiet and focus on who you want to see. Yes, exactly like that.
Who is that?
Your mother?
My aunt. And my nephew beside her.
They look well. And they're all the way in Louisiana.
They are. The journey is a long one. It's been a while since I've seen them, and a while more until I can see them again.
Of course. It's such a long way. I don't envy you, being so far from home.
It is different here, and a little lonely. But it's not without good company. If I think of someone else, will we see them?
Are you thinking of Laura? Lloyd, we already figured out Laura.
If you focus well enough, give it a try. Oh, look at that. You're a natural.
Hey, Fia.
Ah, Declan. Aren't you fierce good coming back to see me?
I have some stuff from your nephew. I was speaking to Dr. Callahan, and he seems to think these could aid your attempts to heal the well. Oh, Rory, how many times do I have to tell you? You can try these modern methods all you like, but they'll never be as robust or as steady as the old ways. Quick fixes always come back to bite you, Declan. Remember that. Okay, maybe I need to do it myself.
Declan. And don't forget.
I've gone to every meal. Don't worry. Bring the Callaghans here. And Lloyd can be a part of it, too.
So, why did you bring us both here, Mr. Ward? I have work to attend to.
Your ritual isn't working because you are divided. Times are changing, Miss Callahan. The land is changing. And to protect them, you might need to be open to change too.
Rubbish. Go on then. Let's get this over with.
Alright, a dash of venom. This is the new stuff we've got. Purple iodine, white chunk of lithium, arm of cactus, off-world meteor, venomous viper fang, that's probably what we need, vial labeled argon, human teeth. Whenever I think of human teeth. There's a Danny Gonzalez bit about wish.com that always makes me laugh. I won't quote it right now, but a vial of thick reddish liquid, probably blood, some gallium, a blue-gray metal. Alright, so we want a venom fang. A metal that's blue, probably the gallium. Bark from the tree known as yew. Some argon. With some wax. And top it off with a handful of flax. We have that, right? Yay!
We did it. We did it.
You're right. We did. I'm sorry, Rory. I've been too hard on your ways. Too hard on you. I wanted the old way to be the only way. Maybe because I am the old way. Maybe I'm not ready to hand over the role yet. But now I know that when I do, you're ready for it.
Thank you, Fia. That means a lot. Now, what was that green glow?
That was the well's protection, I bet.
I'm not sure, but I feel the better for it. Reinvigorated. Whatever that lot have planned for this seance, I feel ready for them. I feel like we're ready for them. You'll join me, won't you?
I'd be honored to, Aunt.
Mystery solved. Miss Callahan will be protected at the seance. She has healed the land with the help of her nephew. And Dr. Callahan will be protected at the seance. His aunt accepted his help. His way is to protect the land. Haha! I wondered if I have gathered enough facts to eliminate any suspects. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Hey Lloyd. You're still chilling. Was that fun? Was that fun for you, Lloyd? Let's see. I mean, it couldn't hurt to just go into the catacombs and... No, that's a waste of time. Never mind. I was gonna, like, double check to see where the door was, but we literally have a map of the catacombs. That feels unnecessary. To, like, try to orient myself. I guess all we have to do now is try the basement one more time. I have a feeling we're not going to be able to really explore it, you know? Oh, are they not there anymore? I mean, it says Doyle is still in the basement corridor, but... What are these question marks? Point of interest. Okay. Well, let's try it. Let's try going into the basement before the hour rolls around. Before 3. We got plenty of time. Alright, I'm glad we at least took care of those things in time. As early as possible. Alright, basement door is right here. Alright, where are these points of... Okay, they're still here. But maybe we can get to this point of interest... I think this is the wrong way, but... Oh, no, it's not. Oh. Can't get back past these boxes. Maybe they'll be gone when the delivery is finished. Yeah, that's what I'm saying! Alright, there aren't any doors, like, from the laundry into this room or from anywhere here. Okay. I will save. I will make a hard save before I move the hour forward, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. Alright, where's the nearest? Not over there. Alright. Nope, that's not it. Escape. Save. Hard save. Okay. Alright, there's a talk, but I don't need to do that. Alright. Alright. First thing I want to do is check out the basement. I should be able to get down there. Yes. It's dark now. Oh, 'cause there's... Makes sense, I guess, that it's dark. Where should we go first? Well, we got free reign of the place. Let's look around. Bunny sculptures, the kitchen, the east corridors. There's the laundry room. Alright, let's search the kitchen. A list of the meals planned for this week. I've given them some time. I wonder if the staff have finished moving those boxes in the basement yet. Oh god, there's another... There's something sticky keeping it that way. It smells like treacle. Okay. Dumbwaiter. Is there anything I particularly want in there? There's a desk and a bookshelf. An extensive guide. Cooking, childcare, and cleaning. Oh. 1 dash of ethanol. 2 scoops of powdered chlorine are required. Water to the quantity of 1 bucket. It's open to a recipe for cleaning solution. Someone must have been trying to clear the mess on the door here. 1 piece of soap broken. This is for its lye. Few substances can survive all these chemicals, I'm sure. Now to gather those pieces and find somewhere to mix the concoction. Okay, we already have the ethanol because we picked up that stuff from the bar. Water, chlorine, soap. Okay. I'll take this with me. The larder, St. Bridget's Cross, ooh, a bucket. I need a bucket for water. Nothing in the cupboard. Must lead up to the dining room. Can we ride in it? That would be awesome. Nothing in there, nothing in there. No. No. Okay. Nothing I need in the larder. Okay. Can I get water from, like, the sink? Not in here, it seems. Okay. What's that door? Boiler room? It's locked. Okay. And what about... Not that way. The other way. That's the other door that I can't get into. What thing of interest is here? Ah, there's the women's dormitory. Hold on. I accidentally closed out of OBS. A different key? We need a key? Oh god. Alright, what do I need? Two parts chlorine to 1 part soap. Well, I can probably get chlorine and soap in the... in a bathroom somewhere? Or in the laundry room? Let's put these to use. Oh, it's just got stuff here. Chlorine, lye. 1 bucket of water. 1 broken piece of lye. 2 scoops powdered chlorine. And a dash of ethanol. That's all the recipe called for. I'll take this with me. Okay. I thought I was gonna have to find, like, every single ingredient. Every single ingredient. Okay, that's the other thing I needed in the laundry room. The last thing I was struggling to find. The laundry room just has chemicals. Makes sense. Alright, before we do anything there, should we check that corridor for the point of interest? Ah. I accidentally opened the Steam overlay. What point of interest am I missing here? Nothing. Okay. This is the hall that was blocked off by... No, it doesn't seem to have unlocked anything particularly interesting, the moving of the boxes. Alright, let's get back to the kitchen. Which would be this way. Larder. Kitchen. Use solution. So if I just rub this over wherever it seems stuck. Yay. What juicy stuff do we got here? Hold up, what's this? A book on incantations. There's a note written inside it. Your possibilities are limited only by your vision. To get you started, Evelyn. Was Miss Dean trying to teach Miss Murphy some magic? And what's this? There's a section that lists techniques for seeing people through magic. The words, "I can't do this without you," have been scrawled over it. But who is Miss Murphy so desperate to see? Okay, so we learned some stuff about Miss Murphy. Okay. Oh. A chef's apron. Could be the key for the women's dormitory. Heck yes. Okay. We are getting stuff done. Okay, there's no one here. I don't need to do that. The only problem now is that Miss Murphy is very difficult to find. She doesn't just hang around. She's the chef. She sticks to secluded corners. Nothing in there. Alright, will this please give me entrance to the master's house? Books. Alright. Oh god, there's a lockbox. A photo of Caitlin's husband. On the back it says Colm Joyce, 1842 to 1892. Despite his passing a few years ago, she still keeps his photo beside her bed, so she's mourning. The death certificate of a Colm Joyce. Mrs. Joyce's late husband, perhaps? A lockbox with a sequence of strange patterns. I wonder what's inside. Well, that's what we need. Not here. The basement. Oh god. There's so much. That's what we need the code for, yeah. Oh, and there's one in both of them. Yeah, we have all but the final symbol. There remains of a torn page with various notes on it. The main one reads, I know Miss Dean didn't leave, but where did she go? Something needs to be done to make sure she's okay. But it also has, why can't I remember, and have to protect that poor lass written on it. The spiral sigil is also here with leave me alone written beside it. Okay. And there's a Jesus. There's a Jesus in Mrs. Joyce's rooms. How surprising. Ooh. Any shoes? Medium shoes. Got it. An incomplete letter. Cousin, thank you for sending me these newspaper articles. You have no idea how useful they've proven to be. Alright, so she can write. Alright, this is empty. Not gonna be anything interesting in here. Why are the women's dormitories so much more elaborate and, like, closed off than the men's? Check everything just to make sure. Yeah. Alright. Miss Murphy, where are you staying? Where is she staying? Office, Saoirse. Letter. It's signed by Mr. Varley. So for Saoirse, I need to search the manager's office. Okay, where do you sleep though, Saoirse? There's only one bed in this one. Did I not check here? Yeah. Maybe this is hers? The bed is kind of made. Oh! Scrap paper. Paper stained with cooking ingredients. I can only make out a few words. Baby, money, and what I think reads remember. A rattle for an infant. It looks fairly new in that it was made with care. Okay. Okay, so this... Oh. Miss Murphy's shoes are so small that I think she may still be wearing a child size. Okay. So this is where she lives. Okay. Now, as for the basement, what am I still missing? I'm missing something in Mr. Varley's sleeping quarters. I'm still missing the last one. I'm guessing I'll find it with Mr. Varley. I must not have checked his room thoroughly enough. Okay, where were his quarters? They were this way. The hearth. It heats the room admirably. That's great to know. Okay. What am I missing? Mr. Varley's bed. Okay. What am I missing? In his coat? No. Mr. Varley must be quite devout, or at least whoever decorated the room was. Oh, there's a trunk up there? No need to pull it down. Damn it. There's another trunk. Dust and an old pencil. Oh, the bin! Where can I get the money to keep going? Why can't I remember? And protect the poor lass. Lass? What lass? Where did my mind go? Okay, so they're all seeing these symbols. Every single one of the staff. Should we figure out what that's all about? There was one of those things in each of the... Hold on. I'm gonna write down what all the symbols are so I remember. So the first one is the four-pointed star. The second one is the Celtic cross kind of thing, looking thing. I don't really know what any of these things are. The second symbol is okay. It's the pointy four-pointed star, three-pointed star, blunt edge star, another blunt edge star, three circles, four circles. Okay, let's see if I can remember that. There is one in the men's dormitory as well. Alright, so it was this, this. Alright, what's in here? A purse with ED monogrammed on it. There's quite a significant amount of money in here. What other secrets does this trunk hold? Hey, that's me!
I recognize that building. That That fire. That's me. Why does Mrs. Joyce have this? This is reporting on the Sheriff Street fire. My last job as station officer. The tenements were overcrowded and under-maintained. The landlord, one Rupert Dean, was living in London and willfully ignorant of their status.
Evelyn's father.
A newspaper from back home. What is this doing all the way over here? It's dated the 5th of March, 1897.
Wait. They're like, we need to protect that girl. Do they think I'm here to kill her?
That's around the time of...
Do they think I'm here to kill her to get revenge on her father? That's impossible. Come on.
Once the fire took, it spread rapidly. Fire teams were deployed swiftly, but they could do little to fight back the flames. The fire was eventually stopped by the reliable Irish rain, but not before 23 lives were lost, including 2 firemen. Officer Ward, whose brother Eamon was one of the lost men, retired soon thereafter and turned his attentions to investigating living spaces for safety conditions. He challenged many proprietors in the courts to improve conditions, including Rupert Dean, the owner of the initial tenement in which Eamon Ward died. After leading a number of investigations on this front, he has gained a reputation as a working man's champion. Someone here was looking into me. But why? The missing money. Did someone on the staff hire me to find Miss
Oh,
Dean?
they hired
Well,
me.
that'd be myself, Mr. Ward.
Hi, Mrs. Joyce.
Mrs. Joyce?
I was starting to worry you wouldn't figure it out, Detective. Now come out of there, would you?
You're the one who hired me.
I'm glad my faith in you wasn't misplaced, sir. This wretched séance was bound to get someone hurt sooner or later. Without the means to look into what happened to the girl myself, there's not much I can do. But it's not right, sir, for no one to do anything at all. I can't do much myself, you know, but I can get the staff to help you. They're a bit strange in their own ways, but none of them would do a thing like this. Come with me, sir. We'll talk to them.
Okay.
I knew he would find out. He's not just anybody, you know. They write about him in the papers.
Might have told us earlier you'd have someone poking around here.
Well, it's done now. And it's better that we have someone to look for the Dean girl.
I love the confront icon taunting me over Mr. Hunter.
It's always been eerie around here. I don't like the idea of someone lost about the place.
Quite right. Which is why I have us Mr. Ward here. Someone at this event must be responsible for whatever's happened to Miss Dean. So we'd all best be helpful to him.
Look, at the ball last night, another guess was taken. I gave chase through some catacombs, but I lost him in the hedge maze. Mr. O'Finn's kidnapper is likely the same person responsible for Miss Dean's disappearance. They must have a good knowledge of the house and its grounds. So who else other than yourselves would know the grounds that well?
There can't be many. Only the Marquess and the young master know the place. But the master likes to keep it to himself.
We haven't seen him for a long time.
Creepy.
He doesn't leave his room. Not after the accident.
Huh. This is really freaking me out. Why are they all talking at the same time?
And there is nobody else.
Are they... No, they are not aware that they are speaking as one on this subject.
I see.
Fact of the matter is, sir, and I won't say anything much about it, as I don't want to speak ill of the Marquess or the Master, but you ought to go and take a look around the private residence, considering it all. It'd be where I'd start. You won't be able to get in without the proper key, though. And the Marquess has the only copy. He intends to hand it to me before the silent dinner so I can bring the young master his meal. Once I've done that, I'll pass it to you. Go to the silent dinner at 8 p.m. That's where I'll get it to you. You will need to act fast to be done by the séance at 9.
Thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I will.
Oh boy. Oh hey, I got a hypothesis about you. We have a hypothesis here as well. Okay, we might as well do this. Something strange has affected the staff. And they're now speaking in unison when asked about the Blake family.
It seems like the staff are in some kind of half-trance. They seem compos mentis until interrogated about the Blake family, at which time they have a shared, almost catatonic stock response. What does this episode teach me?
The staff must be innocent?
Since the housekeeper hired me, that rules her out. Why bring in an investigator to stop your own scheme? Their speaking in unison means either all the staff are involved or none of them are. As if fake. They all had to be faking it.
And so if she is ruled out, they all must be.
Oh, good.
I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Yay! I'm glad. A fact uncovered about the culprit. They are not staff, so do we have any staff that we haven't eliminated already? I don't think so. It's not Doyle. I have a hunch it could be Coventry. At the very least, I think he's lying about not having met Miss Dean because he has a portrait of her. We need to talk to him more about this. He's also connected to the boy, who is sounding creepier and creepier by the minute. Alright. While we're here, we might as well finish your... Seamus has a goal. I'm guessing that he wanted to help Father Sinnett, but he forgot due to the Manor's effect. And now he wants to leave.
Mr. Doyle seems to have forgotten that he originally came here under Father Sinnett's command. I should find and confront him about this.
Alright, confront unlocked for Seamus Doyle and for Dara Hunter. I think... Hold on, let me check out this new mystery first. Yeah, go to the silent dinner. That's at 8. We have a lot of time. We might have to skip hours anyway. So maybe my looking stuff up was for naught, but... Anyway, we have a captive audience of ones Doyle and Hunter here for the confronting, but I think we will let that wait until next time, because this has been going on quite a long time. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Séance of Blake Manor.